Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Galway, Ireland. I have been living in Ireland for past almost 9 years, and in this video I'm gonna talk about how Ireland has changed me. I'm gonna give you 5 things I started doing after moving to Ireland. Without any delay, we will start with some small things and we will finish with, I will say, a huge one. A thing that actually literally changed my life, and that's not a clickbait, not an exaggeration, so just stick with me and we'll get to it. First one, saying thank you. Now, not to say that Croatians don't say thank you, but it is not even similar as it is here. For example, I did mention this countless times on this channel, saying thank you to people like bus drivers. You will never hear that in Croatia. In Zagreb, let's say, I'll take Zagreb as an example because it's the biggest city and it has a public transportation system similar to Dublin one and to the one in Galway here. So you will never see a person getting out of a bus in Zagreb and saying thank you to a driver for driving them. That will not happen. I haven't seen that in my life. I haven't heard anyone talking about that in my life, and I just don't think it exists. Now, that is not to say Croatians are not polite. Well, some of them obviously are not, but you have people like that everywhere. It's just a cultural difference, and people do that here with, I don't want to say everyone, but a lot more than they do in Croatia. So yes, of course, I started doing it. Now, does that mean that everyone who says thank you to a cashier or to a bus driver or to a postman actually means it? Probably not. It's like when you just walk past someone you kind of know and they said how are you, and then they just keep on walking by, I guess. They don't really want to know how are you, just a saying. But yeah, I guess the act itself means a lot. So yeah, it's kind of part of my, is it okay to say my nature now? I don't know, it's just a habit I also picked up. So yeah, first thing, I do say thank you to the bus drivers now. And I think it's kind of nice. So yeah, if you're in Ireland, you should do that too. Moving on. Second thing I started doing after moving to Ireland is eating out regularly. Now, again, I do believe this is more of a cultural difference than it is. Oh wow, am I too bright now? The sun is out all of a sudden. I do believe it to be a cultural difference also, not a financial one. Could be bit of both. But yeah, we were recently in Spain and people eat out there regularly too, which is not a thing in Croatia. Now, why is that? I do not know, but it is completely normal here to go and have a meal in town. Not that nobody does it in Croatia, but I would say most of the people there do not do that regularly. Again, I'm not going into is it because of the money and finances or is it a cultural thing, but yeah, as I said, I am doing that now. At least once per week, we will go and eat somewhere out in town. I think that's a great way to experience the town and the people, and of course, the food and different experiences you can try here in Galway, especially of course in Dublin and bigger cities. But yeah, as I said, that was my number 2. Moving on. Number 3. I was thirsty. Anywho, number 3, going to the farmers market weekly. I never did that in Croatia. I do not know why people do that there, but I didn't do it until I moved to Ireland. My dad still does it every week, I believe. But anywho, yeah, farmers market in Galway, I love that place. So you get so many variety there. Like, just if we talk about food, bagels, fresh oysters, cheese and cheesemongers, crepe guy. One of the best value street foods in Ireland, I would say. It's absolutely delicious. Get a crepe with a goat cheese if you're on Galway's market. Vietnamese sandwiches. Basically a lot of stuff for a city of this size. So yeah, don't know why I never did it in Croatia, but I did start doing it since I moved to Ireland and I do enjoy it. Now, comment section, please let me know about everything I talked today. Let me know, do you do it in your countries? And do you do it personally? Because I am curious about differences in all of our countries, I guess. And also, regarding the market, The market here is on Saturdays, and for example, in my hometown in Croatia, it's on Wednesdays. So please let me know what day is a market in your town, because obviously that's also differs from country to country, I guess. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Now, if you like this, you might like other videos we make. We make 1 to 2 per week, depending on how much time we have. It's usually 1, to be honest. My 2 right now again. I think it's fine. Anywho, we have a Patreon. If you would like to see more, the Patreons get videos before they are published on YouTube. They get monthly lives. They get a group chat with us. We will have a video called at the end of this month with our Patreons. It's just it's a nice group of people. So we would like to be a full-time YouTubers one day. We're not even close now, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. If you're interested in seeing more of our content, the link is in description. Now, moving on with this video, because we are getting close to the big one. Number 4, and the first one a little bit more serious, is since I moved to Ireland, I am not thinking about the money constantly. Let me clarify that. While I was living in Croatia, I was working there. The wage was abysmal, but yeah, you were always thinking about the money. At least I was. I'm not gonna talk about anyone else. In my experience, I was always thinking about the money, because I never had any, even though I was working. That is not the case here. Now, the best example of that difference is you walk into any shop in Croatia and you will see huge signs at the entrance straight away that you can pay in, I don't know, 12 or 24 or 36 installments. There's no such thing in Ireland. I don't know, can you pay? I'm guessing you can pay in installments here in some shops, but it's not advertised like that, because I don't think it's necessary. I believe that's why it doesn't exist here. And that's a huge difference for me. Like, I don't think about, will I go and meet someone in town because I might spend 50 or 100 euros. You don't, because if you want to go, you go. Like, it's not the end of the world. In Croatia, if I wanted to meet someone in a bar, I would have to think not twice, 3 times, will I go and spend 10 euros, because I might not have enough until the next paycheck, which is monthly. You get what I mean? Now, comment section. Oh, wait. I'm roasting because I got out of the house. It looked cloudy and it's actually bloody roasting outside. And I have my jacket and long sleeves and a short t-shirt under this. So I'm basically roasting. Back to the topic. Tell me, is it like that in your country or is it like in Ireland? Because I think that makes a huge difference in anyone's life quality. But again, might be wrong. Comment section, tell me what you think. Yeah, we're sitting down for the last one because I am sweating my ass off here. Okay, the big one now. The way I work, my work-to-life balance, and I guess the way I live has completely changed since I moved to Ireland. What I mean by that is jobs and work. Like 8 years ago, when I moved to Ireland, getting a job in Croatia was let's just say, several jobs I had in Croatia I got only because of my parents knowing the right people. That was the way to get a job in Croatia, and then once you get it, you were paid nothing compared to Ireland. Now, all of you who follow this channel for a longer time know that I leave now every summer. I leave for 2 to 3 months. I quit my job, and then after that I come back to Ireland, either on the same job, usually on the same job, and that's completely normal for me. So now, why I do that? I do realize not a lot of people does that, and that is unique, let's say, to me. It is not acceptable for me to work 11 or more months in a year just to have 15 or 20, or doesn't matter if it's 25, you get me what I mean, days of vacation. For me, I'm not going to live my life like that. I'm not going to work. Well, I will work most of my life, of course, but you get what I mean. I'm not going to do that to myself. I want to have at least 3 months in a year where I'm not working, where I'm traveling and enjoying myself. And that is what I am doing since I moved to Ireland. Since the first year I was here, first summer, I quit my job and I went to Croatia for 2 months, and then I did another month for Christmas that same year. I guess that is the biggest impact that Ireland has had on my life. Now, comment section, you can tell me what you think about that. You can tell me why that's not feasible for some people, for most probably, especially people with families and kids. But yeah, you wanted to know, so I'm letting you know. Fifth, and the biggest impact Ireland has had on my life is that I do not work more than 9 months yearly, and I am working towards cutting that down even more. Ideally, in a few years, I'll be able to do 6 months on 6 months off. That is why we are doing this YouTube. That is why I'm doing the gaming channel. My photography is up for grabs on stock photos websites. It's secondary source of income, if you get what I mean. So yeah, that is how Ireland has changed my life. Now, you can tell me in comment section, if you moved to another country, what's the biggest impact that country had on your life? I would be very curious to read comments about that. Now, I need to shower because of all this. See, it looks cloudy, but it's actually like 20 degrees, and I'm dressed like it's 9. So let's pick you up. And yeah. Oh, one more thing I wanted to talk about. If you noticed and you didn't, past 2 weeks now, I think, comments under our shorts videos have been turned off. So let me talk about that a little bit. The audience the audience watching our videos, the regular videos, and watching shorts is completely different. And the audience on shorts has gotten to the point where, not kidding you, 90% of the comments are just coming from, I don't know how to call it, but human filth. It's just insults, not even to us, to other people commenting, rude words. Half of them are getting held by YouTube because of the stuff they're writing, so it's going to under the review section, which I don't have the will or time to moderate. So yeah, I turned off the comments under our shorts, and shockingly, it did not affect views at all. So there's that. If you like this, press the like video. Press the like button. If you didn't like it, press the dislike one. I do have it on my videos. Tell me what you think. Press the subscribe button. Check our Patreon. Check my gaming channel. If you're into gaming, I'm live every weekend. And we, even though Lorraine's not here for this one, we'll see you next week. Have a good day, everyone. Have a good week. Bye now.